They lied to you. Seriously, girlfriend. The hardcore truth is that there's no real way to thicken fine natural hair beyond what's already on your scalp. However, there are lots of ways to go ahead and thicken the appearance of your fine natural strands so that they look nice and thick and plush and all of the lovely things that natural hair dreams are made of. I've actually got a super easy way to make your fine natural strands look as thick and full as possible. However, definitely watch this video all the way to the end so that you don't miss out. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're one of my beloved OG curl friends, welcome back to Fine Natural Hair Rocks, where your search for the very best in natural hair, beauty, and lifestyle advice stops. Today, I have full, thick, and healthy fine natural hair. However, that was not always the case. Back in 2009, when I was studying hard to become a lawyer, everything about my life was stressed out, including my hair. It was thin, it was relaxed, it was broken off. Girl, it was a hot mess. To change my situation as it relates to hair, I took all of the steps that I'm sharing with you today. Now I have thick, full, and healthy fine natural hair. If you've been enjoying my videos, or if you're new and this is your first video and you're enjoying it so far, go ahead and hit up that subscribe button right there. Also, hit up that notification bell button as well too, because those things really help my channel out by telling YouTube that this video is actually a good video. By subscribing to my channel, you become a curl friend and you also become a very special member of our Curlfriend Crew. And by hitting up that notification bell, you'll be notified every single time I post a new video, which is usually on Sundays. So go ahead and smash that subscription box right there and the notification bell. Don't worry, I can wait. Number one, if you're trying to thicken up your fine natural hair, you're gonna wanna make sure that you actually have natural hair by ditching the relaxers, ditching the chemicals, and really staying away from anything that's going to strip your hair of the protective layers that it already has. One of the dominant characteristic features of fine natural hair is the fact that whereas other strands of hair has 3 entire layers of protection, fine strands only have 2. So this particular tip is going to help you by preserving the layers of protection on your strands that you actually have. Number 2, you're gonna wanna make sure that you're maintaining the balance of protein and moisture on your fine natural strands. If your hair feels super gummy, it's stretchy, chances are likely you've got a little bit of hygro fatigue going on, which is just a fancy schmancy word for too much moisture. Whereas if your hair is feeling straw-like, it's hard, it breaks very easily, there's absolutely no stretch at all to your strands, chances are likely that you're suffering from protein overload. Once you start to touch your hair, feel your hair, understand the needs of your hair, you're gonna be in a much better position to maintain that very delicate balance between protein and moisture so that you can start to thicken up those beautiful strands. Number 3 is to embrace shrinkage. When our strands are as tight as they possibly can be in their full-blown curly glory, that is when they actually look the thickest. So if you're somebody who really likes the press look or you like the blown out look, take a page out of my book and go ahead and maybe rely on half wigs to achieve that look as opposed to putting your own strands through the stress of flat irons and other types of hot tools to achieve those types of looks. Number 4, you're gonna wanna go ahead and exercise. Yes, exercising really helps. I am a huge proponent of exercise. It works really well to increase blood flow, which with all that increased blood flow going on, it also encourages your strands to grow in as thick and as beautifully as possible. All great things if you are on a quest to thicken up your fine natural strands. Hot on the heels of exercising is to eat healthy foods.
Yum.
Eating healthy foods is gonna give your body the nutrients that it needs to keep your body functioning, which is very important. But on top of that, it's also gonna give your body what it needs to grow very healthy, very full, and very beautiful fine natural hair. Number 6 on the list is that you're gonna wanna pre-poo your fine natural hair after every single wash. Girlfriend, it is so crucially important that you pre-poo before you wash your natural strands, because on wash day, that's when our hair experiences the most friction, that's when it experiences the most likelihoods for breakage. And so if you're pre-pooing your strands beforehand, then you'll also have an ability to kind of lessen some of that breakage. Now, if you are looking for more details on how to properly pre-poo fine natural hair, then definitely let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to put that video together for you as soon as possible. Shout outs to Merit for gifting today's Minimalist Beauty Less is More makeup look. Today I'm wearing their foundation stick, their Perfect Black Lengthening Mascara, their lip oil in the color Taupe, and to top off the look, their highlighting balm in the color Bounce. You can definitely achieve this look too by checking out the link in the description box to all of the products that I just mentioned. Back to the tips. So, number 7 on the list is to avoid tight styles. The whole goal of thickening up fine natural strands is to really optimize the strands that you do have on your hair, on your scalp. So for example, avoiding tight buns, tight ponytails, maybe even if you're rocking a half wig the way I am right now, avoiding, using the combs, avoiding putting the pins in the exact same place all the time. All of these different practices are going to help you thicken up the strands that you already have on your beautiful head of hair. Number 8 is something that I kind of touched upon earlier, but not really, and that's to avoid heat tools. So you want to avoid flat irons, blow dryers. I'm a big proponent of the Revere. If you don't know what the Revere is and you want to see that review, definitely hit up the link right there and there'll be more information about that. But essentially, you want to avoid utilizing those types of heat tools on your fine strands because heat tools just have a way of really damaging the strands, which is very much averse to what we're trying to do here, which is thickening up our fine natural strands. For me personally, I haven't used a flat iron in, oh my goodness, like 3 or 4 years. Haven't used a flat iron in 3 or 4 years. And I can honestly say that's one of the reasons why my fine natural hair has really thickened up in ways that I myself didn't even imagine. Number 9 is that at nighttime, you're gonna wanna make sure that you're covering your hair with a satin bonnet or a satin scarf. So covering your hair at night is very important because again, you're protecting the strands that you do have, which if you've made it this far in the video, you're starting to realize there's a trend here, which is optimizing the strands that you do have and protecting the strands that you do have so that your hair can appear fuller and thicker over time. One of the major tenets of hair care in the natural hair community is making sure that you're always wearing your bonnet at night. And I would even take it a step further to say if you're in the house, which let's be real, most of us are given the pandemic, you could definitely be protecting your hair even more than just at nighttime. And it is my favorite tip, Curlfriend. This tip is gonna make the world of a difference. Get a blunt cut. Honestly, Curlfriend, if you can get a blunt cut, the blunt cut is gonna change your life. The thing about blunt cuts is it makes the hair look thicker, just visually, it makes the hair look thicker than it already is. So for me, it's kind of like an optical illusion, but not really in the sense that your hair is technically thicker. If your ends are all pretty much at the same length, it's naturally gonna visually appear thicker than if you had, for example, a layered cut, or if you had, some type of a cut that doesn't optimize on having all your strands at the same exact length. That's a really transformative tip for me. It's something that I only learned within like the last 6 months. So if you're anything like me, maybe you don't have to wait 11, 12 years the way I did to know this tip. You're learning it right here, right now on Fine Natural Hair Rocks. Curlfriend, if you're serious about growing thick, full, and healthy fine natural hair in 2022, then you're definitely going to want to join our free Curlfriend Crew mailing waitlist, which will give you front row access to all resources and updates dedicated solely towards helping you grow thick, full, and healthy fine natural hair in 2022. I've actually made it super easy for you to go ahead and sign up right now just by hitting that little link right there, which should take you to the official website for Fine Natural Hair Rocks. Curlfriend, are you still here? Drop this emoji in the comment section down below so that I know the love is real, and go ahead and smash the like button and share this video with a friend if you found it to be useful, valuable, or even just entertaining. Next Sunday, I'll be releasing a video on either one of 2 topics. Either 1, how to pre-poo fine natural hair, or 2, how to detangle fine natural hair. You'll be the judge. So definitely keep your eye on that community post for the poll to drop so that your voice will definitely be heard on what video is gonna drop next for our next Sunday upload right here on Fine Natural Hair Rocks. In the meantime, go ahead and check out these videos next for even more fine natural hair content. Thank you so much for watching, Curlfriend. I will see you in the next video. Bye!